I'm unfamiliar with this song. I know it's System of a Down, but what is this? What is this song?
Well, Jones, the name of the song is Spiders.
There it is.
Yeah, there it is.
Yeah, this is the only other thing me and Davey Eyeballs would argue over. We played a lot of System of a Down during high school in our dorm room, and he could not stand this song, and I would just let it crank. He liked the rest of the album.
This is a skip.
He did not like. He would want to skip Spider. I'm like, no, sir,
no,
we're
not skipping this thing.
He's like, just put on Sweet Pea or put on Chop Suey or. I'm like, no.
If it was in your car with the 5-disc changer,
yeah, you're gonna listen to it.
Yeah, you're not. Yeah, that's not. If it randomly comes on,
there are no
disc
skips
changer,
at that point.
No,
you're on a long ride. We got to enjoy all these.
You're getting that one.
Correct.
So if you're unfamiliar with why we're talking about this, and this is a story that has come up periodically here on WEEI. I know the Greg Hill Show briefly touched on it this morning. I guess they had a story on it earlier in the week. This is something we had talked about in the afternoons. Going back to last summer, there was a threat up the East Coast of these giant flying venomous Joro spiders.
Joro spiders?
Joro?
I don't know. No, I'm not sure. I'm asking.
Joro? Joro?
Sure.
Big,
spiders. Big old spiders.
Big Journo.
How big a spider are we talking?
Oh, they're big, like palm-sized?
Okay.
Varies person to person, I guess.
I got these
Some
big
have mistaken for an early Halloween arrival.
It looks like a little Halloween decoration that got lost somehow on the street.
That's cute.
We'll have to see what kind of treats he wants, unless he's planning on delivering a trick.
Oh, my God. What a plant that lady was. There's no way somebody would really say that.
That's courtesy of Fox 25 there, Nick.
Think they like Reese's Pieces?
So why?
Or are they trying to TP your house?
Why is Fox 25 talking about it? Oh, just because one of these Joro spiders was spotted on Beacon Hill.
Are they super poisonous?
They are venomous.
Venomous.
I'm reading up on this this spider. The bites are comparable to that of a bee sting.
All right, so I don't have to like suck the venom out, do I?
No,
but I can.
I guess you could.
I will.
You don't want the stinger
staying in there,
stuck inside. No, you don't want
spreads
that.
around.
Now I'm being told they're very shy. They don't tend to bite. They're more afraid of humans than humans are of them.
Oh.
Well, it's not little. It's palm size.
I don't mind spiders.
I'm not messing around with this thing.
No, I don't care.
I'm not messing around with this thing. And by the way,
snake.
There's one on Beacon Hill. No. There's not one.
Okay.
You think there's one?
Well,
you think there's just one random one in the whole state of Massachusetts?
I don't care.
No.
Have 1,000 of them. I don't care. They're little cute spiders.
Okay. These spiders, the Joro spiders,
you don't like
are actually some of the shyest spiders ever documented.
They're shy.
Some of the shyest.
Shy, hush, shy. Wow.
Okay, you don't like snakes. Snakes are shy, and
snakes are not shy.
All snakes are not going to kill you, Keefe, but you don't like them.
Most of them.
Not most of them.
I think a lot of them.
Garter snake. You don't like garter snakes. They're not going to bother you.
How do you know that?
They're afraid of you. They're too shy. You don't like them. So I don't want to hear this lecture about, don't worry about this. There's thousands of them. They don't bother me.
So here's the beauty about the spiders.
Look, if you're watching on twitch.tv/Boston WEEI, look at this thing.
Is it glow in the dark?
It might.
If I were to see it on the street, I'd probably freak out.
I would definitely. That's in your house. You don't freak out.
No, I honestly, it's funny. Animals with
that thing's huge.
Animals with no legs, I freak out. Animals with 8 legs, I'm good.
You can wrap your head around that.
I'm fine with that. I go, you get outside, sir. I don't want them in the house because you don't want to swallow them at night, or I don't want them like crawling on my kids.
I don't think you could swallow that.
Yeah,
I don't think.
Maybe not.
Yeah, leave that to the side.
Maybe not. We're not gonna debate that.
I could.
Yeah. Well, I'll prove it right now. Bring one in here. Yeah. No, but I think.
Look at that thing.
Yeah, but you know what's good about those guys?
Yeah, I don't mind if that's in my house. Get out of my face. You don't mind if that thing's in your house.
Well, you know what their diet is? It's probably other
murder your
bugs.
dog.
No, not my dog. My dog would befriend
I
it.
believe it is. I heard Courtney say this morning. I believe they feast on stink bugs and things like this.
Oh yeah, what would you rather have? Stink bugs in your house or that little guy? Look at this one. There's a photo on
little
somebody's
guy.
hand. Yeah, those are long legs. Looks like it has 6. Oh no, it's 8 legs.
No, there's
2 like little ones and like 6 regular ones.
Maybe one Peter Parker, I think, is huge.
One got plucked off.
That's true. You could also maybe turn into a superhero if this thing bites you in the neck.
Okay, so I guess that's an upside. They're native to East Asia, but they've made their way to North America.
How'd that happen?
Okay, well apparently
they fly, right?
They do fly. So apparently, Keefe, they're
they glide?
Well, they more glide. Apparently, they're quite skilled at catching rides on cars and trucks, and they move their way up the East Coast this way.
Hitchhiking spiders.
Yeah,
so they're like worst kind.
They're like hitchhiking in who knows, like giant transport trucks,
Cash,
things like
gas,
this.
or ass, or grass. Yeah, like just get on there and go, huh?
Hey, you're a lounge lizard.
A lot lizard.
That was is that what it was? Lot lizard. I'm sorry, not a
Tell
lounge
him Lodge
lizard.
Modge sent you.
I don't think they're a lot lizard.
Split you like a coconut.
But they can fly, huh?
Well, they glide. So they can fly by releasing silk that catches wind currents, allowing it to
yourself a
conduct
scarf.
non-precise flight guided by the wind.
Kite spiders.
Say it again?
They're like kite spiders.
Yeah, exactly.
Got it. So
Nick, I think
hitchhiking kites.
you said they're kind of like a flying squirrel.
Flying squirrel.
Yeah.
Flying
squirrels
squirrels
don't really fly; they more glide.
Gliding squirrels, I guess, didn't catch on, so they call them flying squirrels.
I'm surprised you're not worried about this guy.
You are worried about just like a bunch of spiders. There's a lot of stuff out there. I told you about my backyard.
He's got hornets to take care of it.
You don't like bees.
What do you think?
This is the equivalent of a bee sting.
Or maybe they battle each other. Let the best insect win.
Yeah.
I guess the spider's not an insect.
What if there's a whole bunch of them? They bite you. It's like a whole bunch of bees things. It's the same idea. What do you mean there's nothing to worry about.
But these bees aren't shy. These bees come right at me.
I don't
Tells us that their bites are less painful than a bee sting.
Oh, it's less painful, Jones.
Yeah, like a bee sting is what I said.
He said less.
Less painful. Maybe
That's
not
subjective.
less. Not less. Yeah, thank you, Billy.
Of all the things in the world,
I don't like being told not to worry about. In fact, I don't like that people are like, "Don't worry about these things.
I'm not.
Nothing to worry about here. Nothing to worry about."
I was more worried about the cicadas.
Nature lets you know what to worry about. That thing's bright yellow with all kinds of bright colors.
Yeah,
that
cool.
means it's something to worry about. Nature's telling you that's something to worry about. Fox 25. Don't tell me it's nothing to worry about.
I think it's pretty sweet.
I don't like being lectured that there's nothing to worry about.
So you're going to worry about it because you've been told not to worry about it? Got it.
Doth protest too much.
I understand.
That's what's going on.
I'd be more worried
They're trying
about
a little too hard to tell me not to worry about this thing.
the hurricane Helene. I'd be more worried about that.
I definitely worry about that.
I'm more worried about that than I would be
I
about
told
these
you,
bugs.
my wife and son tomorrow morning we're supposed to fly to North Carolina. My mother-in-law lives in Charlotte. I was looking forward to a long weekend of really doing nothing. Watching college football,
Bachelor
Georgia,
weekends.
Bama, bunch of beers by myself on the couch.
No pants.
Forgetting to let the dog out, things like this. I was looking forward
He's
to
going to the bathroom inside. So are you.
This is guy stuff. And so I was looking forward to that. This hurricane has ruined the whole thing. They're no longer flying. I'm like, Kat, it's supposed to hit Florida.
Maybe,
Carolinas, you're a little north of that thing. You don't want to fly? You sure you don't want to fly,
Should
Kat?
be fine.
Yeah, my wife and my child. I'm like, you sure you don't want to do that?
Get out there.
Yeah, get down there.
They're like, no, it's bad news.
Yeah, maybe stay there a few extra days once you get there because of said hurricane.
Well, now they can go look for the flying spiders. They tell them to send them on a little wild goose chase. Like, they're going to find these guys.
Hey, why
They're
you guys
valuable.
go over to Beacon Hill? Go look for the Joro spider.
It is anytime there's something that is not native kind of coming in, there's sort of like a eyebrow raise. Like, all right.
Yeah, it's going to ruin the food web.
Right.
What's it going to feast on?
Because we're doing so well now.
How's that? That's going to throw everything out of whack. You got to worry about that.
It'd be a real problem down there. But yeah, no, I'm good with it. It's low on the scale. I know a lot of people are like deathly afraid of spiders, but I don't know. I'm pretty tough.
So that just scurried across the floor here. It doesn't bother you at all?
No.
Not at all?
No.
Why?
You don't believe me? I mean, trust me, I have a crippling fear of snakes. I was scared of spiders, I'll tell you.
But so you guys back there, Nick and Billy, that thing scurries across the floor. What happens? I get up and scream.
I mean,
I get up on my chair and scream.
Scream and point.
Like a cartoon with a mouse.
An audible gasp and a point. Like, hey, look at that would be probably.
Hey, look at that.
I'm with Nick.
If it was
run out of the room.
I'd freak out.
I would do a hey, look at that. I would alert everybody by saying, hey, look at that.
Hey, look at that giant spider
And then
crawling
my wife
across
would
the
take a
floor.
towel. Let's get rid of this thing.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, I think it's almost too big to squish, though.
Yeah, then my wife would be
Grab
like,
2 paper towels.
don't smash it into the wall. And I'm like, well, how else? How else am I supposed
Take
to
it
remove the
outside.
spider? So many times you got spider guts on like the wall or like bug guts. And you're like, do you want it flying around or what?
What do you want me to do?
Yeah.
You said you didn't care. You wanted to kill the thing.
Don't get me wrong. If something like bigger than a mouse was just all of a sudden in your house when you're not prepared for it, like you're obviously startled. But there's a difference between being startled by it and then just like terrified of it. I wouldn't be terrified of a spider.
I would be terrified of that thing.
All right.
Terrified of that.
Okay.
So you
we learned a little bit about you today.
Go steal this thing out of wherever it is and bring it in.
Yeah,
bring it in.
Yeah,
See Jones's reaction.
Go find it.
That'd be good.
Yeah, it would be good. Go find that thing. So don't say I didn't warn you about these Joro spiders. Nothing to worry about.
Spiders.
They're now here in Massachusetts, but don't worry. They're shy. They're more afraid of you than you are of them. Keefe wouldn't even bat an eyelash at the thing. So don't worry about the flying, venomous Joro spider that's invading North America.
All good.
Including Beacon Hill. 617-779.
Canada soon, so don't worry about it.
793. I like that there's supposedly one. There's just one here. Just one. There's the only one.
Rogue spider.
No friends. No, they're not mating and laying eggs everywhere. Don't worry about that.
Like Rambo.
Yeah.
The texter from the 413, these spiders are coming in here. They're eating the dogs. They're eating the cats.
I also like the text right next to it that just says John Olerud. I like
also
that too.
a good one. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
They're eating the dogs. They're eating the cats.
He wore a helmet in the field,
Yeah.
Oh,
Ricky
yeah.
Henderson played with a guy.
Didn't even. He's like, wait a minute.
That was me.
I played with a guy like that. That was me.